Lopes able to clear it out just for a moment as Kansas City will get the throw in. So tonight's starters for the visiting Kansas City Roos, as that one's played right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite. Just a little bit of trouble with that one as she scoops it up. So for Kansas City, it will be number 7, Rylan Childers. Number 2, Emma Wilson. Number 3, Haley Hamilton. Number 5, Amanda Sampson. Number 8, Abby Small. Number 10, Lindsay Prokop. Number 16, Carly Janicki. Number 20, Maddie Sapola. Number 22, Sam Merrick. And number 27, Liz Mann. And in the goal box for the Roos tonight will be number 0, Erin Roth, as Kansas City starts an attack once again. And now another foul coming on GCU, their second of this young contest so far. And Erin Roth's stat line on the season, 6 goals allowed, giving up just over half a goal a game. She has 31 saves on an .838 save percentage, and she is 5-1-3. And as the referee sets up the defensive wall for GCU, as Montana mentioned, they are in pink tonight, as Kansas City will be wearing the road white. And here comes the free kick. That one right off the wall and right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite, and she will make her first save of the night. And the starters for the Lopes will be number 3, Emma Anderson. Number 5, Danny Babb. Number 6, JC Ironshad. Number 9, Cameron Larson. Number 13, Sandra Hill. Number 16, Sophia Roberts. Number 18, Anna Whitaker. Number 19, Hannah Edwards. 21, Perry Belzer. And number 33, Haley Bostard. And as always, in the goal box for GCU, the freshman Lauren Garthwaite, and her stat line on the season: 24 goals allowed, 1.95 goals against average, 55 saves. She is 2-1-8 with 1 shutout on the year. As now the Lopes are threatening near the 18-yard box. That one's played out, a shot away, deflected, just goes wide. And Kansas City's going to get a goal kick, and a great start from the Lopes.
I had to tell you, Kyle, I thought that was going right in there, just missed outside. It didn't seem like their goalie was ready at all for that.
No, you can take another look. That's JC Ironshad with the good pass off the header attempt by the Lopes, and unfortunately it did just trickle wide, as Kansas City comes into this one at 8-1-4 on the season. And now here come the Lopes again. That one's going to be crossing the box, but right into the hands of Erin Roth. And the Lopes come into this one 2-9-1, 1-1 in WAC play. And Kansas City 0-0-2 with 2 draws in their first 2 contests, with a 1-1 draw against UTRGV and then a 1-1 draw against Seattle in their last contest before coming out here to Phoenix, Arizona. And the Lopes coming off a road trip in which they went 1-1. They lost on Sunday afternoon at University of Texas Rio Grande Valley 1-0 on an unfortunate own goal, but then on Friday the Lopes were able to turn it around and get their second win of the season against arch rival New Mexico State 2-1. And now the Lopes fighting to get possession back in the middle of the field. They will. That is Ironshad now on the ball for GCU. That'll be played back to Anna Whitaker, who's trying to get rid of it, and it'll be deflected away. And now here comes Kansas City, but with speed is the Lopes defense, and then that one will be deflected off a Kansas City offensive player and out of bounds, and the Lopes will pick up a throw-in. So that one thrown in, but it'll get out of play off of GCU, and now taken over by Kansas City. They're going to go with a long switch to switch sides of the field and play it back into the middle and start an attack now. GCU standing strong through the first 7 minutes of this one. Larson gets a steal, and now Ironshad looking up, looking to find Danny Babb, unable to do so. Whitaker now pokes it loose, and now the Lopes fighting to get the ball back in the middle of the field with Ironshad. But Kansas City able to win it right back, and now will be able to reset at midfield and start an attack of their own. They're going to throw numbers forward.
Kyle, you talked about The Lopes opening up their conference play, securing a victory over their biggest rival, New Mexico State University. Really big win for them. However, that momentum dropped against UTRGV, also on the road in their last outing. And Lopes are going for their first home game tonight, and you know it's not going to come easy. Kansas City is a strong team with an outstanding 8 wins this season. However, their first 2 games of conference play, they definitely fell short, and this season's been tough for Grand Canyon, but they're going to need to bring their A game tonight if they want to turn these things around.
Absolutely. You just talked about UMKC and their 8 wins, but they have struggled as that one played right into Garthwaite's hands. She's able to pick it up now for the Lopes, and she will start the offense.
Coaches for tonight's matchup are Chris Sizzle for Kansas City and Derek Leader always as for Grand Canyon. Coach Sizzle is opening his 9th season and is in charge of the KC girls after leading back-to-back WAC regular season champions in 2018 and 2017. He was also the WAC Coach of the Year last season. Coach Leader is in his 4th season here at GCU. His team is still trying to recover from losing star player last year, 4-time All-WAC honoree Mackenzie Cook.
Kansas City throws it in, and now the Lopes doing a good job, as always, on the defensive side of the ball, as that one's just going to get out of bounds, and Kansas City will take back over near midfield with a throw-in. That one will go out of bounds, and the Lopes will get it right back as that throw into Cameron Larson, a little shove and now foul, and the Lopes are going to look to go quickly, but they will instead go ahead and reset and let Hannah Edwards take this free kick as they're going to set up something near the top of that penalty arc. And Edwards' free kick from midfield, that one will be played into the top of the box, headed away by the Roos.
Lopes have been granted with some really great opportunities at the start of this game, but really have just been unable to get the ball into the net.
And a good steal that time, and now play forward looking for Danny Babb. As the Lopes had a good steal, but unfortunately couldn't go as quickly as they would have liked. Had to wait for a couple of players to get back on side. Now good fight in that far corner, pokes it loose, and Kansas City will be forced to play it deep into from their own territory now near that corner flag.
And Kyle, you talked about Danny Babb. We spoke with Coach Leader before tonight's game, and he told us that Danny Babb is finally healthy, and he's really happy to have her back. She's made a difference in the past 2 games. Looking to see what she's going to bring here tonight.
And that pass just a little bit off the mark, and the Lopes will regain possession once again near midfield, this time on the opposite side, near the platform. That one played deep into Lopes territory, but able to settle it down is Hannah Edwards, who will play it over to Whitaker.
Even with it being so early in the game, I can already see the Lopes are playing differently than they have in the past. They're really looking to make a difference tonight and change their season around. We spoke with Coach Leader, and as you can see that replay right there, JC Ironshad.
A little bit of a shove in the back as Kansas City will pick up a free kick. Lopes now have 3 fouls on the game as that one is out of bounds off of GCU. And Kansas City's going to get another throw in. As that one's cleared into the middle of the field, and now Kansas City able to get it back at that midfield circle and look to start an attack for themselves now, as they've had to defend just a little bit more than they probably would have liked in the early going. That one, an errant pass out of bounds. GCU is going to regain possession now. 12 and a half minutes into half number 1 of this contest. Sandra Hill's throwing over the head of Larson. right to Danny Babb, looking to make a turn. Good job there from Kansas City, but now Danny Babb on the ball. She makes a move. She's around her man. Now looking to get into the box. 2 players hit the ground, no whistle, and Kansas City able to clear it away.
Danny Babb already making a difference here in tonight's game for the Lopes. We're all really happy to have her back.
This is Lindsay Prokop now with the ball. She will turn it over, but Kansas City able to win it right back. This is Rylan Childers now, the dangerous scorer for Kansas City. She leads the WAC in goals. That one out of bounds over the end line, and GCU is going to get a goal kick.
Ryan Childers, oh my goodness. She leads the WAC in every major offense category as she is out front in shots with 45. She has 8 goals on the season, also a leader there. Also a leader in points with 22. And at the top of the list, assists with 6. Really strong player that's made a huge difference for KCR.
And Kansas City definitely goes as Rylan Childers goes, as you can tell by that stat line. With her 8 goals on this season, like you mentioned, she does lead the WAC. And GCU is definitely going to need to know where she is all night long if they want to silence the Roos and keep her off the board. And now Kansas City gets the ball into the middle of the field, and they're going to look to switch it on the far side. Down the far side come the Roos, cutting back into the middle. A little deflection there, and now the Lopes able to get it back. They're going to break free now. This is Sophia Roberts looking for Danny Babb once again, unable to find her, and now headed away by the Lopes, but right to Kansas City's awaiting defense, but they're going to win it right back once again.
You know, Kyle, Kansas City is stacked with a magnitude of talented players. The best way the Lopes can prevent them tonight is by keeping the ball to themselves and dictating the tempo.
So far, neither team able to really dictate that tempo like you mentioned, but definitely a big key for the Lopes, Montana. And they've shown it in past games when they're able to play the pace they want to play and play their style of soccer and not play from behind, but instead play from ahead. They play pretty well, and they showed it against New Mexico State. And we were talking to Coach Leader about that before the game.
Coach Leader told us that he feels very confident going into tonight's matchup. And although KCR is a talented team and has some really top contenders, he feels as though he's prepared for this match and he's ready. He's using the same approach that he used way back at New Mexico State when they secured the victory.
The Lopes looking to pin Kansas City deep in their own territory, but they'll play it all the way back to Aaron Roth. She's able to clear it away, but not as far as she would have liked, as the Lopes able to get this one back for a moment and now stay on the ball. Here are the Lopes now with the ball. This is in the middle for Cameron Larson, who will swing it around. This will be Haley Bostard with it now.
And you mentioned Aaron Roth. Last week, she was selected as WAC Defensive Player of the Week. She's a senior goalkeeper from Missouri, notched her 4th shutout of the season as she grabbed 4 saves in a win over South Dakota earlier this year. She's currently 2nd in the league in goals with 4, and 2nd also in goals against average with .55, trailing only her teammate, Fawn Finnewald.
As you can see that foul there on Haley Bostard, trying to slide tackle that one away, but just coming in a little too much from the side with studs up, and now a foul on Kansas City trying to go over the top of JC Ironshad, but the referee sees that one. The Lopes going to get it right back, so the foul count, GCU 4, Kansas City just picks up their 2nd. And now the Lopes will look to start something again. Hannah Edwards will send one deep, but it'll be intercepted for a moment before Cameron Larson gets back on the ball for GCU. She will play it to her teammate Perry Belzer, who will look to cross one in on the ground. That one will be deflected away. Larson gets a good step in front. She's with it for a moment, slides it away, and now a shot from JC Ironshad, but it's well high and out of bounds, and a goal kick coming for Kansas City, and not what you want if you're the Roos, trying to get rid of it but unable to do so, and the Lopes defensive pressure able to come away with that shot. And of course, you got to be aware if you're the Roos of where JC Ironshad is at all times, because she can put one in from distance, as she did on Friday night against New Mexico State.
Girls really need to attack the momentum right here. They've had some really great opportunities, and it's only 17 minutes into this match.
That one played into the middle now. Here come the Lopes. That's Ironshad over to Emma Anderson, looking to play into space now for Perry Belzer on the far side. That one played to the top of the box. This is Ironshad, gets to her left foot, looking to get a shot away, can't do so, and it's taken away by Kansas City, who's looking to break out now right here, and that one will be a little shove. Both players hit the ground, no foul called, and that one will be booted long, and the Lopes able to regain possession and play it all the way back and reset now with Lauren Garthwaite. As Anna Whitaker will go right back to Garthwaite. Danny Babb looking to get a touch around her defender. Larson will get a steal. She's taken out, and we will get advantage played. That's Danny Babb. Shots away, and it's in. Danny Babb off of the crossbar and in. The Lopes take a lead in the 20th minute.
Oh my gosh. Danny Babb 20 minutes into the game and already getting her first goal. What can I say? She's finally back, and she's made her comeback right here.
Take another look at that replay. Larson did a good job to force the 2-on-1, and then she was taken out. No whistle. Referee did a good job playing advantage as Danny Babb was right there to pick it up, and she took a shot, and she will get on the board with her first goal of the season, and the Lopes take a 1-0 lead over the visiting Kansas City Rouge just 20 minutes into this one.
That right there, Kyle, is exactly why Coach Derek Leader told us that he was so excited that Danny Babb is finally healthy and finally back. I mean, scoring a goal within the first 20 minutes of her first game back all season long, really huge accomplishment there. And really great teamwork that the girls made down there.
And now, of course, this next 5 minutes is going to be critical for both sides, as the Lopes don't want to concede to tie this one back up, but the Rouge also don't want to go down 2-0, as this next 5 to 7 minutes is going to be the most dangerous time for both sides looking to score a goal. This is when you're the most vulnerable, and now the Lopes get another one. JC Ironshad's wrapped up, and that's going to be a foul just beyond midfield, and the Lopes are going to get another scoring opportunity.
Both teams really not wanting to waste any time so early in the game. And so far, it's really coming to the Lopes' advantage right here. They've been playing better than I've seen them play all season within this first 20 minutes of this game, really hoping that they can keep that momentum up throughout this entire matchup.
That one will be popped up to the back post. That one's at Larson, and that one's going to deflect just a little wide, and a throw-in coming for Kansas City.
Once again, another opportunity missed there.
So that one will be thrown in on the far side, out of bounds. Lopes get it right back. That one played in, and now the Rouge looking to clear it away. And they will for the time being, but the Lopes get it right back. Looking to make a move. Here come the Lopes. Shots away, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds. And a throw-in coming for GCU.
Lots of shots taken tonight. Love to see that.
And the throw-in from GCU, it's going to be a long one to the near post, looking to get a header across, can't do so, but Kansas City able to clear it away to midfield, and now the Lopes back on it with Hannah Edwards, but she will turn it over, and now here comes Kansas City. That one up top, but Anna Whitaker's right there in good position to get it right back for GCU and play it into the middle and get the Lopes out of harm's way for the moment. Now GCU looking to start an attack of their own, but they're going to turn it right back over. But they'll get it back, and that one's up for Larson. She gets a little touch, looking to get around her man, and that's going to be played back to Roth, who will have to boot it away. And another foul on that sliding challenge from the Roos of Kansas City, and you can take a look at this replay right here as Emma Anderson, the one taken out. So GCU will have another free kick, so now the foul count even at 4 apiece.
Emma Anderson taking a hard hit there. Looks like she completely was face planted.
That one will be played in deep to the penalty spot, but Larson will be right there to pop it back up for GCU, looking to get something going in that far corner. Be headed away by Kansas City. Looking to make a turn. Good pressure applied that time by GCU. A little shove applied. Now the shot, or the cross into the middle. Larson gets ahead to it, but it's going to trickle wide. But GCU right on the rebound to kick it out of bounds and force a corner kick. And that's our first one of the game. And GCU threatening just 4 minutes after they scored the first goal of this match, looking to go up 2-0. Iron Shad gets set up to take the corner for the Lope. She will cross that one into the box. It's headed away by Kansas City, but popped out to the top, and now GCU will take a touch. Looking to get a shot away, can't do so. Larson on the ball now. GCU still threatening. Larson turns. It's deflected. Kansas City able to clear it away to midfield, and everybody will have to reset, and Kansas City able to settle things down for a moment, and the Lopes right back on the ball as Larson is going to be fouled hard. She'll be taken out. The Lopes get free kick number 5 now.
You can see the replay right there.
So now Hannah Edwards will get this free kick going for GCU again. She will play it into the box. It's headed right down into traffic, and Kansas City able to poke it away, and they will start an attack of their own, but they don't have enough numbers really to get one going, as Anna Whitaker is right there to clear it away for GCU. Kansas City looking to equalize. They are not used to playing from behind, and you can tell by the way that this one is going right now that the Lopes have all of the momentum, but here comes Kansas City looking to keep that one in play. They will, says the referees. Good eye from them as that one's crossed into the middle now. Poked away by Whitaker. Still into traffic. Kansas City looking to get a shot away. They can't. GCU able to clear.
GCU doing a good job of maintaining possession.
That shot is going to go high and wide, and now a substitution for Kansas City. Our first substitution of the game coming 25 minutes into this one. And it will be number 15 for Kansas City. That is Sarah Karloff. Checking in for the first time today. She gets her first minutes. And Lauren Garthwaite will get us restarted with a goal kick. That one's going to go well beyond midfield. And here come the Lopes again, but that one will be headed right back where it came from, and now it'll be able to be reset by GCU. Sandra Hill looking to get around her defender. And a foul coming on the Lopes as Kansas City gonna look to go quick.
Both GCU and Kansas City share the same fact that both teams are predominantly young. Kansas City's team is composed of 8 freshmen, 7 sophomores, 4 juniors, 4 seniors.
That free kick will be on a short hop right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite. And a dangerous ball played in that time by Kansas City, as that was probably their best scoring chance that they've had so far tonight.
GCU is made up of 14 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 8 juniors, and 1. Both of these teams have really that growing room, and they're only going to continue to get better as time goes on.
That one goes out of bounds, and Kansas City will get ready to throw it in again. Kansas City looking to get something going, anything going really, but the Lopes able to stay on the ball this time. And that'll be played looking for Danny Babb again. She'll be able to slide that one away for a moment to Cameron Larson, who on the near side looking to gain the corner and get one into the box. She's going to go with the left-footed cross. It's going to go on a hop. Short hop will be headed away just for a moment by Kansas City. And that one will be booted long, looking for some speed. Looking for Rylan Childers now, as it'll be taken away by Hannah Edwards. And Sandra Hill gets ready for GCU on this near side. She'll play it into the middle.
Lopes doing a good job keeping that ball away from Ryan Childers. They do not want her to gain possession, as she is in WAC leaderboards for all offensive statistics. You can see that replayed there. JC Ironshad with the shot just off the crossbar.
So number 25 for GCU, Naya Bonchowski's going to check in for the first time here in the 28th minute for the Lopes, getting her first action. So both sides now have made a substitution, as GCU scored that goal just 10 minutes ago now, and we stand at 1-0 still here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. GCU looking to add on to that lead, and of course Kansas City looking to claw their way back into this one, but that one going to go out of bounds, and GCU going to make another substitution before this throw-in. It's going to be Sydney Torres, number 28. And then GCU is going to get ready to make one more on the next attempt. That's going to be Carly Bateman, the sophomore from Damascus, Oregon. She'll get ready to come in on the next dead ball that the Lopes are able to substitute on. And now here comes Kansas City, but they're going to turn it over. And Hannah Edwards on the ball now. But Edwards is going to turn it over as Babb applies a little bit of pressure. Or that's Sydney Torres, excuse me, applying some pressure on this near sideline for the Lopes. And now Kansas City has a player slow to get to her feet near that midfield circle. But they have the ball, looking to get something going near the box of the Lopes, as they're going to get it to that sideline and then cut it back into the middle. And they're going to turn it over to Haley Bostard, who will get it up to Danny Babb this time. Hill can't quite get that one away. Shots away, and it's a good shot with a lot of curve on that one, but Lauren Garthwaite able to hold on, and Garthwaite has saved number 2 on the night with that one.
Beautiful save there by Lauren Garthwaite. It looks like it went right into her hands, doing a great job of making it look so easy out there. She's had a great season, only a freshman here at GCU, but been the starting goalkeeper since day one.
That one played into the corner. This is Rylan Childress on the ball now. She will slide one into the middle, but it'll be kicked away, and a throw-in coming for UMKC. And now both sides will not be able to make the substitution on this one, as Kansas City's player was not quite ready to check in. They're going to have to go on the next one. So now a throw-in near that near side corner flag for Kansas City. They'll play it in near the box. And that one will be crossed into the middle, got a touch to it, and it's poked out wide. GCU able to get it away for a moment before Kansas City is right back on the ball, looking to go to that corner again, but Sandra Hill is there, and now the substitutions will be made. So Carly Bateman for GCU. And for Kansas City, it's going to be number 19, Claire Larson, checking into this one now for her first minutes of the game. That one will be thrown in by Kansas City, and GCU gets it away to the top of the box, almost turned it back over, and now able to clear to midfield. Looking to find Bateman, but unable to do so. And now Kansas City with it at the top of the penalty arc, shot but deflected away, and now the rebound will trickle wide, and Garthwaite will scoop it up and throw it out quickly to start something for GCU.
Kansas City had a good opportunity there, but wasn't really what they expected as that kicked in.
As you saw, it was quickly taken away by Kansas City, and then that shot, or that cross attempt rather, was deflected out of bounds by GCU. And now the first corner of the game coming for Kansas City, 32 minutes into this first half. Cross into the box, headed straight down and out of bounds. Goal kick for the Lopes.
This is Kansas City's first conference matchup on the road. They have been home for their past 3 games, while the Lopes have been on the road for their past 3 games. Finally back here, looking for that first win at home.
Looking for Bateman, trying to get through a double team. Can't do so. That one's played back to Aaron Roth. And now headed up by GCU, looking to get it back in for Larson. Can't do so, but it pokes out wide. Now GCU on the ball once again. But it's quickly taken away by UMKC, and they're going to look to start an attack. Looking to play, run through, they do. Lopes do a good job to recover on defense and deflect that one out of bounds, and another corner coming for Kansas City.
Lopes have been relentless on defense all night long, plugging those holes, not letting Kansas City get any opportunities. You can see that replayed there. Ball is blocked by the Lopes.
And then another substitution just made by UMKC before they take their second corner of the game. That one will be headed out of bounds by GCU, in another corner coming for UMKC. That one will get out wide, and now cleared away by GCU all the way to midfield. They're going to be able to reset their defense and start applying some pressure up top now. Whitaker heads it out wide for Sandra Hill, who will find Emma Anderson, who will get it all the way back to Sandra Hill and play it up top, looking for someone at midfield as Cameron Larson looks to make a turn, but it's poked out of bounds. GCU will get a throw in. You take another look at that corner kick attempt past everybody off a deflection, and now the throw in right to Cameron Larson, who's going to turn and find Danny Babb or Cindy Torres, who will head it away to Aaron Roth, who will pick it up for Kansas City. Anderson back for Edwards. Edwards turns it over, but one right back, and here's Carly Bateman on the far side with it now. Bateman crossing the middle, looking for Larson. Shot by GCU is going to be deflected, and Aaron Roth is going to scoop up the rebound before any harm can come from that. And Kansas City will be able to reset near midfield. That one's played out wide and back to Lauren Garthwaite, who will find Anna Whitaker now on the defensive side for GCU. And they're going to look to get something going up now. Cameron Larson on the ball once again for the Lopes. Larson able to make a turn, looking to go down that near sideline. Larson gets it poked away, but GCU is going to get another throw in here before they make this substitution. As Remy Deutsch, number 29, checks into the game for GCU for the first time here tonight. Thrown into Larson again. She has it now in the corner. Looking to do something with it. She'll find Sandra Hill, who will cross one in over top of the goal. Out of bounds. Goal kick coming for Kansas City with just about 7 minutes or so left here in half number 1. And GCU leads it 1-0 here over Kansas City.
That marks for GCU's 8th shot of the night. Kansas City right behind them with 7 shots.
Deutsch takes it away. Here comes Remy Deutsch. Near the box, she makes a move. Shots away, and it's going to be deflected right into the hands of Aaron Roth. And the Lopes threatening once again. And once again, the Roos able to get a touch to it before any harm can come. Here comes Kansas City now. That one played out wide. Cross will go out of bounds behind the goal. Goal kick coming for GCU.
You can see the replay right here. Deflected.
That one played over the top. Looking to find somebody, but it's taken away by the Roos and deflected by Larson, as that's going to take one hop, get out of bounds, and now substitutions coming for Kansas City. It'll be number 17 for the Roos. That is Hayden Burnett for UMKC. That one thrown in, headed away by the Lopes. Larson can't get to it. But now the Lopes on the ball, play it back for Hannah Edwards, who's going to play it up to Remy Deutsch, who makes a good turn once again. Here comes Remy Deutsch. Remy Deutsch looking to get on the board here. Deutsch with some space, shot away, but it's deflected. Bateman on the rebound, unable to get it out. And now the Lopes looking to take a shot from distance, but it's deflected away by Kansas City. And now the Lopes have to reset themselves, as this will be Larson with it. Larson gets it poked away. Long shot in from Torres, but it's going to go well wide. And now 2 more substitutions for the Roos of Kansas City before this goal kick, as we enter the final 5 minutes of play here in half number 1 here at the GCU Soccer Stadium on the campus of Grand Canyon University in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona.
GCU has been defeated by the Roos in their last 2 face-ups, and overall the history between these 2 teams is GCU 1 win, 5 losses, and 1 tie, with their only win being here at home. So looking to see if they can make that 2 wins here at home tonight. And the only time GCU has defeated the Roos was all the way back in 2015.
Anna Whitaker's going to get it back to Lauren Garthwaite in Montana. You just mentioned that 1-5-1 overall record, with their last win and their only win coming at home here in a 2-1 win here at the GC, or before this soccer stadium was even built on this campus, as they did win that one almost 4 years ago to the day. 4 years ago tomorrow, to be exact. So October the 11th, 2015, the last time GCU was able to defeat the Roos. Of course, last season they went to Kansas City and lost 2-0 on the road, as a foul on Cameron Larson this time just beyond midfield. And now Kansas City will get a good chance to set this one up now and look to threaten on this free kick. Deutsch gets ahead to it. able to clear it to midfield before and force a turnover. And here come the Lopes now with it. Lopes looking to counter. They're going to play Deutsch on the far side, looking to get one in now. Deutsch looking to make a strong cut, taken out, no whistle, and Kansas City is able to stay on the ball and now look to start a counterattack of their own. Edwards does a good job fighting for that one to force Kansas City all the way back to the goalkeeper, Aaron Roth. Now a little bit of pressure from Cameron Larson, and that was almost a dangerous ball from Kansas City. Kansas City with it now, coming to that near sideline, looking to get an attack going. They're going to make a strong move, cut back to the middle, shot from distance, right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite. And the Lopes able to stop that attack once again, as they have stood strong all game long against Kansas City, as another substitution getting ready.
You can see that save right here on this replay. Lauren's third save on the night. Really been impressed by her all season long. That marks for her 55th save of the season. Really impressed there.
And now, number 37, Alexis Worley, checking into the game for GCU, the transfer out of Arizona State, as Larson will look to find Worley that time, and it will go find its way right back to Larson before she turns it back over. And now the Lopes get a step to it, but a foul on Carly Bateman right there near midfield will have Kansas City with another free kick. So the 7th foul of the game on GCU. Kansas City with 5 on the evening so far. So we enter the final 50 seconds of play here in half number 1. That ball played into the middle of the box, but headed away by the Lopes. It's Remy Deutsch looking to apply some pressure. That's going to find Larson. She's able to kick it out wide to herself now. She has a couple of teammates running with her. She'll have a decision to make. She's going to play for Worley. Looking to find the fresh legs right off the bench. Unable to do so as we enter the final half minute now in half number 1. Here comes Kansas City. Turns it over to Anna Whitaker as it's headed right back into the middle to the Roos, as they will reset now and look to come down the far sideline. Whitaker there again to slide it away for a moment. And a foul on Anna Whitaker, but the clock's going to run out before they have a chance to take that one. And here at the GCU Soccer Stadium, at the end of 45 minutes of play, it is GCU 1, Kansas City Roos nothing, and Montana a great first half for the Lopes. They lead in almost every category, and they lead on the scoreboard 1-0.
Incredible first half from the Lopes. Super impressed by them. This is definitely a different game than we have seen from them the entire season long. They're ending the first half in an excellent spot, exactly where they want to be. They've been truly electric with the ball and have controlled the entire game, managing the pace that they want. Looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring during this half number 2.
And of course, Lauren Garthwaite has stood the test so far from Kansas City in the first half. She came up big with 3 huge saves, and to preserve this Lopes lead off of the goal in the 20th minute by Danny Babb, picks up goal number 1 of the season, and she puts her team ahead, looking to get win number 3 on the year and win number 1 here at home at the GCU Soccer Stadium against a very strong Kansas City squad. And we will see what the second half has in store for us. We'll be back with more at halftime here from the GCU Soccer Stadium when we come back right here on GCU TV.
Hey, welcome to GCU. You're in Lope Country now.
What's that sound?
We bring the thunder in the heart of Phoenix.
All right, time to go. Beam me up, Scotty.
I'm getting my master's in education online. I can't slow down time, but I do make my own schedule. Good thing, too, since I'm a mom, wife, student, and teacher. The rest of my time, I make sure this house keeps rolling.
Here at the Lopes Lab, when we're not contemplating the paradoxes of time travel, hey, Mort, greetings. We're working on technology that will save lives. And robots.
We're being hacked!
Time to get to work. I'm defending against malware and hacker attacks. We need people who can outsmart the enemy. Oh, I got you now. And?
Here at GCU, we teach you to harness your passion, transform it into a career so you can help change the world.
It's good to know. My passion isn't just in the classroom. It's also on the court. Game point. No pressure.
Pressure! Let me tell you about pressure. When it's life or death, that's when the pressure is really on. Doctor, he's going into VFib. Nurse, get the crash cart. Clear!
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team.
Push it! Push it!
But for some of us, it just comes naturally.
When it comes to school spirit, we do it best. Lopes up.
Lopes up.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Hit 'em up, move 'em out. It's a Ranger Roundup sale at Sanderson Ford. 44 Rangers now in the stalls, starting at $28,900. Head on in to Arizona's largest Ford dealership and head out in a new Ford. This is Sanderson Ford Country.
24 just kind of runs in my family. So my mom played college basketball at NAU and was number 24. And then my brother, who went here and just graduated or is going to graduate this fall, he's number 24 as well, so it just kind of runs in the family.
Your dad did number 24?
No, I don't think so. I think his number is 4, which is funny because my favorite number is 2. So like 2 and 4, I guess.
Back inside the GCU Soccer Stadium at halftime, that has the Lopes up 1-0 over the visiting Kansas City Roos, and you just saw Jessica Wong, number 24, for GCU, telling us why she wears the number 24 and a pretty long family history of that number.
Yeah, I have to say, I thought I recognized number 24. Jake Wong being a really iconic alumni here at GCU. He was an excellent baseball player. Really happy for him to see him in the pro leagues now.
And of course, Jake Wong was drafted by the San Francisco Giants in the 3rd round of the draft 2 years ago, and now he finished the season in high single-A baseball, so he's making his way up. Hopefully he gets to make his major league debut very soon for GCU so we can add another one to that board over there at the GCU Baseball Stadium. And now let's go ahead and take a look at your GCU Hotel halftime highlights. Bab, as we'll get a couple of looks at that from a couple different angles as it went in right off the crossbar, and a good move just past the outstretched arm of Aaron Roth. And that is the only goal we've had so far on this game. Danny Babb's first goal of the season. And then this one right here, you just see a foul on GCU. And then this one, another good attack from the Lopes. They've had a couple of those early on. That one from Remy Deutsch, but the shot was deflected. And then that one right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite, one of her 3 saves on the evening so far. And then another attack from the Roos right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite. And then this was the corner kick that went by everybody off a deflection. And probably the best chance Kansas City has had all night long. And that was your GCU Hotel halftime highlights. And now let's take a look to see what else has been going on over the last week as we send it now to Jack O'Hara with this week's Lopes Report.
I'm Jack O'Hara, and in case you missed all the action this past week in Lope Country, here is this week's Lopes Report. Women's volleyball returned to action at home this past weekend with 2 matchups against Seattle and Utah Valley, with Kyra Moss and Jenny Murillo combining for 47 kills in just 2 games. Tegan DeFalco capped off this weekend with 34 digs, including 22 against Utah Valley, as the Lopes look to reclaim first place in the WAC with upcoming road games against UTRGV and New Mexico State. Women's soccer got back in the win column this past week in Las Cruces against New Mexico State. JC Iranchad and Renee Jones each picking up a goal as the Lopes picked up their 2nd victory on the season. Siri Pachana was named WAC Women's Golf Player for the month of September. Siri picked up a 72.4 scoring average in just 5 rounds. I'm Jack O'Hara, and that was this week's Lopes Report.
And back now from the Lopes Report. Thanks, Jack. As you can see, GCU Women's Volleyball had their first 2 home games of WAC play over the weekend. Last weekend, they beat Seattle in a straight sweep and then unfortunately fell to Utah Valley on Saturday afternoon, 3-1. And then, of course, we've talked about it already, the women's soccer team going on the road to Las Cruces, picking up the 2-1 victory over the Aggies to win their first WAC game and their 2nd on the season. And now turn our attention to the Canyon State halftime stats, brought to you by the Canyon State Credit Union. As you can see, the Lopes up 1-0, have the lead in total shots, and they only have that 1 on goal, but that 1 is in the back of the net. And then Garthwaite with 5 saves, and then nobody's been offsides, and corner count is 3-1 in favor of the Roos of Kansas City. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the upcoming schedule, brought to you by BSN Sports.
Men's soccer will return home tomorrow for 2 matches this weekend. You will see them take on the WAC Championship rematch right here against San Jose State tomorrow night at 7 p.m. as we celebrate Faith and Family Night. And again on Sunday as the Lopes go up against the Red Hawks from Seattle U. It is family weekend here at GCU, so tons of family will be out here at these games, and women's soccer will be back at home on Friday the 18th to face up against Seattle U. Be sure to catch all of those games right here on GCU TV. And we will be right back for some more women's soccer action.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
I'm Andrea, and I'm earning my PhD online at GCU. Pursuing my PhD online at Grand Canyon University is a huge investment into my future. I'm also learning critical thinking and problem-solving skills that I can apply to every facet of my life. When you are working, going to school, balance is key. I really try to practice what I preach to my students. As an online faculty member, I stress the importance of time management, and I demonstrate that by example. A Christian worldview is important to me in all facets of my life because it is a huge part of who I am. And I want to make sure I'm demonstrating that not only to my students, but to my children. I plant these seeds that when they're older, they're also demonstrating God's love through service. GCU's community is welcoming, whether you attend on campus, online, or in the evening. We are all one big family.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
As a teacher, your calling was always to make a difference and positively impact the future. You live with a deep sense of purpose and strive to inspire generations of change. GCU's online Masters of Education degree program gives you the skills you need to grow and develop your career, while also making sure you have time for yourself and your family. Today, you can learn anywhere and anytime, giving kids a look into the technological advances that pushed you forward. Being strong and compassionate makes you a role model through this formative period in their lives. You're not just inspiring future generations of leaders and innovators to reach for their dreams. You're giving them the tools they need to achieve them.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back as we wind down halftime here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. The Lopes are up 1-0 on the visiting Kansas City Roos with just over a minute now before we start half number 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at the WAC standings as we are in the heart of conference play.
CBU is currently in first place after 2-0 games on the season. UTRGV is right behind them, tied with Seattle U for spot number 2. And then Cal State University, Bakersfield, Utah Valley, and Grand Canyon are all tied at number 3 with 1 win and 1 loss on WAC conference play. Kansas City is in 4th with 0 wins, 0 losses, yet 2 ties on the season. Really interesting there. Actually, Kansas City being right below GCU and New Mexico State right behind them with 0-3 and Chicago State 0-1 at the bottom of the WAC standings. Looking to see how that's going to change tonight here, Kyle.
Well, if this result holds, GCU will pick up win number 2 in conference play and win number 3 on the year. And, of course, that big win will help as we wind down conference play. As anytime you can hold a tiebreaker over a team, it definitely helps come WAC tournament time. And, of course, the Lopes fighting to get in that 6-team field for a chance to take home the WAC automatic bid to the NCAA Women's Soccer Tournament. And, of course, regardless of the season you had, if you're making the conference tournament, you have a shot to win it. And that's what the Lopes are looking here to do this season. They have been to the WAC tournament the previous 2 seasons of eligibility. They fell in the first round last season and then were able to make a semifinal in their first season 2 years ago when GCU ended up hosting the WAC tournament, as this year it will be up in Utah Valley there in Orem, Utah. So the Lopes will have to travel just a little bit north at the middle part, end of November, And we are underway here in half number 2. GCU gets us started. They are up 1-0, and we will see what the second half has in store as Kansas City with possession now at midfield. That one will go out of bounds. GCU is going to get the first throw-in of half number 2 early on, just 23 seconds in, and it will be Sandra Hill.
And like you mentioned, Kyle, it's regardless of how preseason goes, what really matters is conference play and being able to make that tournament. And the Lopes are in a good position. I mean, really having a tough preseason, but winning their first conference opener, huge success for them, and looking to come away with another success tonight.
Well, here come the Roos, looking to threaten early. Ball played into the middle. It's going to go wide. It will go wide, out of bounds. Goal kick. Garthwaite didn't get a touch to it, says the referees, which probably benefits the Lopes more than anything at this point. And just the first attack for Kansas City coming just a minute in to half number 2. And you could see right there on the replay how close that one was. And the Lopes have got to be careful.
That ball barely missed the goal. I had to tell you, Kyle, I thought that was going straight in.
That one will bounce through and find J.C. Ironshad for GCU as they're going to threaten. Ironshad will send one in. And that one goes right to Aaron Roth. And Roth will get us started with the first punt of half number 2 by either goalkeeper. As you go ahead and take another look at this one from J.C. Ironshad.
Both teams wasting no time here. Just 1 minute into half number 2. 2 shots taken, one by each team. Both teams want it.
And that one will be played into the box, but it'll be right to Lauren Garthwaite, who will be able to corral the rebound. She waited on that one, and Kansas City was almost able to get ahead on that.
And that is not what the Lopes want. Lopes do not want Kansas City to get ahead early in the second half.
That one will be kept in by Kansas City, but Danny Babb on the ball now. She'll play it back up top. Able to corral it and find Ironshad. One-timer will be stopped right at the penalty spot and cleared away by Kansas City.
Beautiful stop there. She made that look so easy.
Foul on Kansas City now. Their 6th of the match and the first foul of half number 2. As it looks like Haley Bostard, Emma Anderson, and J.C. Ironshad will talk it over. See which one of them wants to take this free kick and see what the Lopes decide to do, as Coach Rutledge wants a word with Hannah Edwards just for a moment. And now a little touch out wide. GCU has a shot, and it's going to go high and wide. Goal kick coming for Kansas City.
You mentioned Hannah Edwards, and GCU's Hannah Edwards notched her first career assist last weekend and anchored the Lopes back line in a victory over New Mexico State. A really big game for her. She was also a runner-up nominee for WAC Defensive Player of the Week.
That one headed around, bounces around a little bit near midfield before the Lopes come away with it. But they will turn it right back over, and so will Kansas City. And now both sides looking to gain a little possession. That one will be booted long and out of play. And GCU's going to pick up a goal kick of their own now. That ball played long and near midfield as Kansas City's going to come out with it for the time being. Look to play one, but Hill is right there, and she will boot it out wide and out of bounds, and Kansas City will pick up a throw-in on that far side. Lopes able to come out with that one and now play it long, looking to get an attack with the speed of Danny Babb. That one played back to Roth, pressure by Larson and Babb, but it'll be past them both and at midfield before the Lopes able to force another turnover. Looking to find Babb. She gets a little backheel touch to it, but can't quite turn on it. And now Kansas City looking to get it out of danger. And they're going to be on the ball now on the near sideline.
Really putting the pressure on Lauren.
And that one shot from the top of the box will be a weak one right to Lauren Garthwaite. And Garthwaite will be able to settle things down and get the Lopes restarted now.
You can see that replayed there.
Out of bounds, Kansas City will get back possession once again. Iron Shad plays it into space, but nobody there for the Lopes, and Kansas City back on the ball now, looking to get it out wide for themselves, but will turn it over, and GCU will have another opportunity now, looking to get something going for themselves. Now one looking to find Danny Babb again, but he'll get out of bounds. GCU going to pick up another throw in.
Kansas City not wanting the ball to find Danny Babb at all in the second half after her first half, getting her first goal of the season in the first game played after recovery.
That one deflected out of bounds. GCU's going to get a corner now. Their second corner of the game. Iron Shad getting ready to take the corner for GCU. That one will be played right into the middle of the box. Header over top of the goal. And a goal kick coming for Kansas City.
Really big missed opportunity there for the Lopes.
Roth will boot it away for Kansas City to the midfield circle, but a strong header looking to find Danny Babb, looking to beat Roth to it, won't be able to get there in time. Almost another dangerous attack from the Lopes and Danny Babb, but Aaron Roth able to get back on that one. And that time she will punt it past midfield, looking to get her team on the offensive side now. That one's played into space. Here comes Kansas City, cross well in front of everybody, out of bounds. Goal kick for Lauren Garthwaite.
Lauren Garthwaite slowly watched that ball go across and said, nope, that's not going in. You can see the replay of that right there.
Garthwaite with the big boot all the way to Cameron Larson, who will get it up for Iron Shad, who will dribble out of bounds, but it'll be deflected by Kansas City. GCU is going to get the throw. Throw in for GCU. Ball played into the middle. Cleared away by Kansas City, but GCU is going to get another throw in now. Still threatening on this near side. This is Sophia Roberts looking to get one in for Cameron Larson. Larson's getting held a little bit. No whistle, played back up to Sophia Roberts, who's going to send a high one in. Looking to find somebody that's punched away out wide. GCU back on the ball. Cutting back to the middle, shots away on the ground, deflected around, and it'll be back out now looking for Roberts, who's going to get a touch and will turn it back and play it back to her defensive mate, Hannah Edwards, as that one will look to get it up to Danny Babb, looking to keep it in bounce. She does a good job of doing that. Now has to run it down in the corner, sends one across into the middle, booted away by Kansas City, but not out of danger yet. Shot was stolen away and a foul on GCU. And Kansas City is going to pick up a free kick as they now have a player down near that penalty arc.
I have to say the Brewers definitely were a little scared there. Danny Babb getting a really great attempt there. Unfortunately, that shot just not being on goal. You can see this foul right here.
Roth puts that one back in play for Kansas City, who now has possession of the ball, looking to play down into the corner, can't do so. Out of bounds. GCU and Sophia Roberts will pick up another throw in. That one to Emma Anderson, who plays it up for Danny Babb. GCU looking to stay on the ball with Iron Shad, but it'll be taken away, but now played right back to the Lopes and back into the middle, back to midfield now, and a long ball played up. Babb gets a touch to settle it down. Larson on the ball. She's got it now, finds Danny Babb. Babb is going to circle around, play it back out and switch fields. Back into the middle, looking to find Larson was JC Ironshad, couldn't do so, and taken away by Kansas City. Now the Roos threatening with an attack on that far sideline. Cutting back into the middle, plays one behind everybody, shots away, and it's going to go wide once again. And the Lopes are going to get another goal kick.
Let's take another look at that there. Kansas City probably feeling a little bit frustrated right here with so many shots taken and none on goal.
That one out wide. GCU looks to cut back in the middle. This is Emma Anderson with it now. Anderson's going to turn it over, and Kansas City's going to look to counter once again. Advantage being played for Kansas City. They have some numbers forward now. Splits a couple of Lopes defenders, looking to play one into the middle, deflected away, and GCU's going to clear just enough to be able to reset their shape, and will look to clear this one away. No offside flag goes up, and the Lopes got a little bit lucky as Kansas City couldn't quite hold on to that one, and now Roberts is going to boot that one out of bounds. And a throw in coming for Kansas City.
That was definitely a close one for the Lopes and for Lauren Garthwaite. They were in a bit of a sticky situation, but Lopes were able to regain possession and really help their goalie out.
Kansas City able to stay on possession for a moment, and now a foul on Cameron Larson.
Things getting a little rough down there on the field.
That one played out wide again, looking to keep it in bounds. Can't do it as that ball goes over the end line. Another goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite.
Cameron Larson being so tall, she's more prone to get these fouls compared to the shorter girls on the team. She sticks out a lot more, making her more noticeable.
Kansas City boots that one back into Lopes territory, but it'll be kicked out of bounds, and Kansas City will be back on the ball now, looking to get a throw-in and an attack going.
Quick throw in there, wasting no time.
That one's going to be turned right back over to the Roos. Ball played into the box to the back post, headed away by the Lopes, and another great defensive job by GCU. And now looking to really get out of danger for a moment. They get it to midfield, and Kansas City's looking to keep the pressure up and keep it going now as they'll play that one back to the top of the box. Looking for that overlapping run, can't get it. That one squirts through, but Garthwaite right there to scoop it up as we have eclipsed the hour mark here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. The Lopes still have a slim 1-0 lead.
Lopes have had tremendous defense throughout the second half.
That one turned back over. Larson for Babb. Babb looking to head that one back into the middle. Now back on the ball is Danny Babb looking to win it back. She will have to play catch up to Kansas City as that one going to get through. And now that one played up top.
Like we mentioned earlier, Kansas City does not want to give the ball to Danny Babb, doing everything they can to keep her from gaining possession.
That one thrown in. Now Kansas City still on the ball, looking to get something going again as they were just threatening moments ago. But now GCU gets it up top. Danny Babb able to make a little run and get through. Babb now all alone. She's got a defender chasing her. Babb cuts back to the middle. Danny Babb shot, and it's going to be off the post and cleared away. And just like that, Kansas City almost went down 2-0.
You can take Danny Babb. Oh my goodness, what a night she has had for GCU. Absolute beautiful attempt there, but unfortunately just off the side. Unable to make it in the net.
So Bonchowski back into the game for GCU as the Lopes have it now, looking to get one into the middle. They will not, as that one's cleared away for the time being. Larson trying to get back on the ball. Edwards able to win it. Played out wide, Danny Babb. Babb over top of everybody, but right to the Lopes, and now here comes GCU again. Plays it back up top. They're going to have to reset. Looking to play it into space. Nobody going to be home and out of bounds. Kansas City will have a chance to clear now with a throw-in. Roberts wins it back. Find Danny Babb. Shot's going to go wide. Distant shot from GCU, trying to put the pressure on. Kansas City will get a chance now to clear it away with this goal kick, but not before they make a substitution. For the first time tonight, we will see Kylie Cushing, number 14, the freshman from O'Fallon, Missouri, checking in for the first time tonight as the goal kick doesn't quite make it to midfield that time, and now GCU looking to apply pressure and keep the Roos pinned back deep. That one gets out of bounds. The Roos will get another throw-in.
And GCU has done a tremendous job applying pressure, especially on Aaron Roth, not only during the second half, but the entire game, with having 17 shots throughout tonight.
So a couple of Lopes right there to win that one back. Emma Anderson looking to play with it, find a teammate. She will this time, and that one will be played up top to the top circle, looking for Larson with it. And over top come the Roos, able to head it away to midfield again, but GCU can't quite win it back this time, as it will trickle all the way back to Sandra Hill and will clear it back to Lauren Garthwaite, who will get ready to boot this one long.
Lauren Garthwaite has those beautiful kicks, and she was actually the kicker for her football team in high school, which was only last year, as she is a freshman. And there's a reason she was their goal kicker.
GCU with the throw-in, they're going to get another one right here, as that one will be deflected off a couple Kansas City players. Sandra Hill gets ready to throw that one in. As the Lopes able to win that one. Here comes GCU playing it back out wide to that sideline, looking to keep it in bounds. In a collision, and
you can see this replayed there. Really big collision, falling almost on top of each other, tripping each other out. Look like she may need a minute talking things over with the ref and teammate down there.
So we will check on the injured Lope and make sure that she is okay, as I believe the referee is not going to call for a substitution, as the trainers will not have to come on the field this time, as I believe the Lopes get ready to make a substitution anyway. That one will be headed out wide and out of bounds, and now both teams will be able to make substitutions.
Looks like some more substitutions are going to be happening for both teams. Tyler Ferguson will check in for the Lopes.
Emma Anderson will check out for the first time tonight. And Kansas City will have the ball on the attack. That one played out wide. Kansas City still with possession now.
Kansas City looking to get things going here in the second half. Been a tough night for them.
Poked away by Edwards, but a good slide tackle by Kansas City, but it'll go out of bounds. GCU wins it back, and we'll be able to get a throw in now. Headed out of bounds that time. GCU still will get another throw in on this near sideline, and we'll look to get it up and clear it away, as that one off the back of another Kansas City defender, and that one looking to go quick to Danny Babb over the top. Turn, Babb pokes it away, out of bounds, Kansas City throw. Now Kansas City will have a chance to set something up, as they're going to go quick as well, and Larson is right there to head it away. As is Tyler Ferguson now looking to stay on the ball. But she will lose possession, and here comes Kansas City looking to win it right back is the Lopes. That one will go off of Sandra Hill, or off of Sophia Roberts rather, and out of bounds. Kansas City going quick once again. They are running out of time in the final 23 minutes here, looking to get an equalizer. That one will go right to Lauren Garthwaite, and that's not going to help the Kansas City cause, as Garthwaite will go quick. GCU's going to play one up high and out wide, looking to find a runner on Danny Babb. Can't quite get it to her. Now Kansas City with possession, but it'll be stolen away by GCU, and now this is Cameron Larson for the Lopes. Here comes Cameron Larson, looking to gain the corner. Poked away. That one's going to get out of bounds for a goal kick, says the referee, and the Lopes bench very unhappy with that one, as Bateman gets ready to come back in, and Deutsch will come back in on the next substitution chance, as Bateman will check in for GCU. Looking to find Danny Babb off that header, can't do so, as Kansas City able to get it away, but the Lopes will get a touch to it. Kansas City back on the ball now in the middle of the field, looking to possess a little bit and get an attack going. Whitaker hits the ground on that one, and now Kansas City with a chance. Played into the middle, behind everybody again. Kansas City still on the ball, looking to turn the corner. Roberts is there on good defense. That one deflected away by Roberts. Kansas City plays one into the middle. Kansas City looking to cut in, can't do so, and GCU able to get it away, and Kansas City looking to keep the ball in bounds. They will. And that's going to be a foul, as Larson is dragged down. Take another look at that foul right there, as I think Kansas City wanted a foul on Cameron Larson, but they're not going to get it, as they were trying to tell the referee that she was grabbing from behind the Kansas City player. But anytime a player gets dragged to the ground like Larson just did, that's the team that's going to get the foul call. And now the Lopes looking to play one up. Now foul on GCU, and
we're just about at the 20-minute mark left in the second half. Lopes still lead 1-0 over the Kansas City.
No, keep playing soccer.
Kansas City going to get another free kick, as that is the 11th foul on GCU. Now one will be cleared away for a moment, as this will be Childress looking to find a teammate, and Rylan Childress has been quiet all night long. That's what you like to see from the Lopes, only allowing her to get one shot off. And now here comes Larson looking to stay on the ball. It'll be deflected off of Larson and out of bounds. Kansas City will make substitutions before this throw-in, and so will the Lopes. It'll be Deutsch for Danny Babb.
Kansas City really on their toes tonight. Definitely not what they prepared for tonight's game.
As the Lopes are going to get another chance with this throw-in right here, as this will be Sophia Roberts to take it for the Lopes. Popped up on a couple of different headers, and now GCU looking to stay with it. And they will play it back to Sophia Roberts, back into the middle, but right to the white jerseys of Kansas City, and now they will start an attack. And it'll be kicked away for a moment before Kansas City's able to get back on the ball and now play one in, looking to get by Roberts. And Roberts looking to seal her defender off. She does a good job of that. And now another goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite as we enter the final 18 minutes of play here at the GCU Soccer Stadium here in half number 2. As Garthwaite sends that one to midfield. And now a little forearm to the back, and GCU's going to get a free kick right at midfield. The 8th foul of the game on the Ruse, as Hannah Edwards will be the free kick taker for the Lopes.
Hannah Edwards, a really dominant player for the Lopes. She has played 12 games and started all 12 of those. One will be played right into the hands of Aaron Roth, who will boot that one to midfield, but Kansas City's gonna turn one back over, and that one's popped up for a moment as Remy Deutsch looking to play it out right wide for Carly Bateman, looking to find Larson in the middle. But now here comes Kansas City with a chance in the middle. Big touch right to Lauren Garthwaite, who will pick it up now for the Lopes. She had a little trick move there. Kansas City really trying to make that attack, thinking she wasn't looking, but she was ready.
Deutsch looking to get it to Larson unsuccessfully, as Kansas City looking to get another counterattack going now. That one, bad touch from the Ruse and out of bounds. GCU will regain possession.
You can see the frustration from the Ruse down on the field. Not feeling very happy heading into the final minutes of tonight's game.
You're initiating a lot of the contact
Larson's going to be called for the foul as she was trying to hold her defender. She was given a little hook, but referee going to tell Cameron Larson to cut that out as Kansas City's going to get ready.
Coach Derek Leader not happy with that call.
Garthwaite able to scoop that one up. And now GCU will get ready to boot it away.
Thank you.
That one well past midfield, but the Roos able to pick it back up now. Looking to start something, but it's taken away by GCU and Sandra Hill, who will cut back and find a teammate now. As the Lopes will cut back into the middle, looking to start an attack and taken out. And another foul on Kansas City. That was Bonchonsky who was taken out, and now GCU will get another free kick right there at the top of that C at midfield. Hannah Edwards will look to serve one up for the Lopes. Edwards right into the box. It'll be over everybody's head and get into the hands of Aaron Roth, who will boot one away quickly. And stepped in front was Bonchonsky, looking to keep it in the offensive side for GCU, unable to do so, and Edwards takes a big, strong touch. Couldn't quite keep that one in play, and now a trio of substitutes for Kansas City before this throw-in by the Roos. That one thrown right to the Lopes, looking to find Remy Deutsch. Looking to get free is Deutsch. Deutsch will be able to win the ball. Deutsch will take a left-footed shot. It'll be deflected right back to her. Remy Deutsch looking to cut into the middle, and it'll be taken away by Kansas City. That one will be cleared out of danger.
Let's take another look here. Remy Deutsch really countered by the entire Roos line.
Kansas City now in a good position to get something going for themselves. They'll play that one to the top of the box. That one's crossed in. Lauren Garthwaite. Good, strong hands that time from her. She'll be able to pick that one up with just 13 minutes remaining as Emma Anderson gets ready to come back in for the Lopes. That one will be punted into space. Larson looking to run it down. Be poked out of bounds, and now Anderson will come on for GCU.
The Roos have definitely been putting pressure on Lauren Garthwaite, especially in the second half, but Lauren Garthwaite is a talented young freshman. Really been there to make all these saves tonight.
Deutsch with it, plays it into the middle. That one will get out wide for Carly Bateman. Bateman looking to turn, she does. Bateman puts the ball in, headed away by Kansas City, but right back to the Lopes. Out wide for Cameron Larson. Larson plays one in, header. That one will be headed out of bounds by Kansas City. And the third corner of the game coming for GCU now with just over 10 minutes to play. And the Lopes can add on to their lead right here. That one played into the box. Looking for a touch. GCU will keep it out wide now. GCU puts it back into the box, back post, header, goal! GCU is back on top. They advance their lead to 2-0, and the Lopes have 10 minutes before they pick up their first home win of the season.
Naya Bonchonsky with the header. Oh my gosh, couldn't have asked for anything better if you're the Lopes, being up 2-0 as we head into the final minutes of the second half. Lopes looking to get their first homestance win of the season. Take another look here from our goal cam. Wow.
That was Cameron Larson in the middle, able to get her second goal on the season. And GCU is up 2-0. And now a collision with Sandra Hill will be the 13th team foul by GCU, and the referee's going to stop the clock to check on Sandra Hill as
she took a hard hit down there. It looks like they're going to call that last goal by Cameron Larson, assisted by Naya Bonchonsky and Remy Deutsch.
Sandra Hill taking her time, making sure she's ready to go before this free kick from Kansas City. So the Lopes score in the 20th minute, and they score in the 79th minute as well. And that is where we stand. It is 2-0. Lauren Garthwaite looking to get shut out number 2 on the season and win number 3 on the season for her team, as that one will be bounced around and out of bounds. And a goal kick for GCU.
Close call there, but Lauren Garthwaite on her feet, ready.
Garthwaite will send that one to midfield. And now the Roos find themselves in a bit of a hole now, down by 2 with just 10 minutes left to play, and a foul at midfield on GCU.
Looks like Cameron's adjusting her shoe, maybe.
That one's gonna hit Haley Bostard right in the shoulder. And now GCU gets it to Remy Deutsch, who will take a turn. Deutsch looking for some space, will play it out wide. That one will go out of bounds, throw in for GCU and Carly Bateman on that far side near that WAC championship banner of the men's, down there on that far side. And now Bateman will send one into the middle, looking for Larson again. That one will be headed away by Kansas City. Looking to play one long that time, but Hill is right there. And now GCU back on the ball in the middle.
Coach Fluter told us that he's gone in with a different approach to the last couple games, and wow, has it made a difference, especially in tonight's matchup. What he's doing is working for these girls. They're getting it, they're growing.
That one headed away by GCU, and now cleared away as to Cameron Larson, but looking to get that one a little bit farther up, and they will for a moment. Now Remy Deutsch will apply some pressure. Now Kansas City going to that far side once again, unable to do so, and now Lopes kick it out of bounds. And a throw-in coming for Kansas City. That one thrown in. And put back into the middle now. GCU will clear it off of the face of a Kansas City offensive player. And now the referee will immediately stop play for the head injury, and immediately running to the bench is the Kansas City player.
That one looked like it definitely hurt her. She really rough play down there. Looks like some substitutions are going to be made, as she's still currently down.
Yeah. No, keep going.
The face is definitely not a spot that you want to get hit in. Extremely painful.
Garthwaite sends that one away. Lopes looking to add on to their already 2-0 lead. GCU threatening with it again. That one will be crossed into the box, but over top of everybody and out of bounds. And another goal kick coming and a substitution for Kansas City.
Tons of shots taken tonight by both teams.
One out of bounds and another substitute coming in for the Kansas City Roos as they will get set to throw it in on this near side near the Lopes bench. Larson applying some pressure. It'll go out of bounds off of her. Now Kansas City, third straight throw in now as they turn it over. This is Sophia Roberts. Roberts turns it over and Kansas City will get another throw in. Lopes able to win that one back at midfield as they will get it out wide for Larson, who's looking to find Danny Babb. Danny Babb can't turn, but the Lopes able to stay with it, and now it'll get to Danny Babb, and now the Lopes will have another attack. Babb for Larson. Larson trying to stay with it. She will get it back to Danny Babb. Babb back into the middle, shots away. That one's going to go wide and out of bounds. Goal kick for Kansas City. Shots away over top of the crossbar and out of bounds. Another goal kick coming for Kansas City.
It's the second time the ball has landed up there tonight.
That one will be played long, looking to get at least one goal as we enter the final 5 minutes of play here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. Throw in coming for Kansas City. GCU looking for their first win at home on the season and their third overall and their second in WAC play. That one will go out of bounds and another throw in coming for Kansas City. Hill will kick that one out of bounds. And another throw in coming for Kansas City on that far side near the corner flag. Headed back into the middle, but right at Anna Whitaker. And now Whitaker able to clear it away and get the Lopes to push up just a little bit. Now Danny Babb looking to win the ball. She will. Danny Babb's going to be taken down. And we are going to have our first card of the game. And it's going to go against the Kansas City Roos, and there's the yellow card.
Girls really starting to show aggression down there, but I mean, having 5 minutes left in the game, being down by 2, understanding to be frustrated.
Now I want to go on number 18, Morgan McLaughlin of Kansas City. So now the Lopes will have another free kick at midfield as Edwards will send one to the top of the box. It'll bounce over and get to Danny Babb, who will get a touch. Looking to find her teammate, can't do so. Aaron Roth is right there. Now Roth will punt it away quickly. 4 high for Kansas City right now, looking to throw players forward as they are running out of time to score 2 goals. They have 4 minutes to do so. On the ball is Cameron Larson on that far side. Larson looking to hold it in the corner. It'll get spun away and a goal kick coming for Kansas City, and now 4 substitutions. It'll be the entire front line, it looks like, for Kansas City getting ready to check out. And some fresh legs coming in up front as it will be an all-out attack for Kansas City here in the final 4 minutes of play, as they need 2 goals to force overtime. GCU in a good spot right now to get win number 3 on the season. Goal kick will be taken, and that one will be headed by Larson, looking for Babb. Be headed back into the Kansas City defense as Larson looking to control it now for GCU. Kansas City will have the ball, looking to get it up, and a good turn made there. Kansas City looking to get it up. Good win there, and a throw in for GCU. This will be Sophia Roberts on the near side near the Kansas City coaching staff.
GCU really just wanting that clock to run out at this point.
You can see the 4th official telling the referee to watch Sophia Roberts as it looks like an illegal throw-in. So 2 in a row, they will not call it on that one either. Now looking to get it into the middle. That'll be off of Danny Babb. Kansas City's going to get a throw-in. And now Kansas City looks to get another attack, but they turn it right over. Outside, Danny Babb looking to play it in. She'll take it right to the corner to waste a little bit of time, but she can't keep it in bounds. And it'll be out of bounds and a goal kick, and it's going to have to be taken quickly by Aaron Roth as we are in the final minute 40 of this match. And that one headed away by GCU. Just looking to keep kicking out of bounds, waste precious seconds off the clock. Now and out of bounds, another throw in coming for Kansas City. Looking to get at least 1 on the board and go home without getting shut out. That one's played long. Whitaker right there to pop it up. Whitaker looking to get ahead to it, can't do it. Sandra Hill will play it long. 70 seconds remain here in the game at GCU Soccer Stadium. Headed away by Hill again. That one will be booted up into the middle. Larson looking to run onto it. Just applying some pressure. Under 60 seconds now. That one played out wide. Danny Babb with it. Expect her to take it into the corner. She's going to cut it back into the middle. Danny Babb turns it right over, but it'll be popped out to Bateman, who's going to take a shot. Almost in the back of the net. And Aaron Roth able to make another save and boot that one up and out of bounds. 30 seconds remain here in half number 2. And this throw in by the Lopes, they will take as much time as the referee will allow. 15 seconds remain. Throw in for Babb. And just like that, we enter the final 10 seconds. Countdown ensues. Played out of bounds. And the GCU Lopes are going to be able to celebrate for the first time this season on their home field. They pick up a 2-0 win over Kansas City, one of the better teams in this conference. And GCU, 2-0 victory, and a great game all the way around from start to finish by the Lopes.
Kyle, one of the keys to the game tonight was pink out, shut out, and they did just that, shutting out Kansas City Roos for their first home win of the season. Huge accomplishment there, and they've been wanting that all season long, and I can see that tonight. Tonight was a different type of game, and that is really how they played. The GCU Golf Course player of the game tonight is going to be Danny Babb. She was a well-deserved contestant, constantly gaining possession, controlling the game tonight. So many shots tonight, and starting off her goal in the beginning of the game. This is her first game back for GCU. She's finally healthy, and I have to say, Coach Derek Leader is definitely feeling good tonight to have her back.
Lopes really enjoyed having her back here tonight. She scored in the 20th minute, and then that goal was followed up by a 79th minute goal by Cameron Larson. Cameron Larson picks up goal number 2 on the year. Danny Babb, goal number 1. And the Lopes will advance to 3-9-1 on the season and 2-1 in Western Athletic Conference play. The Kansas City Roos fall to 2-4 and 0-1-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. Thank you for tuning in. Women's soccer is back at home Friday the 18th to face the Seattle University Redhawks. Tune in on GCU TV to catch all of the action. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For everybody here at GCU TV for Montana Lambton, I'm Kyle Borg saying have a great rest of your Thursday night. Have a good Friday and a great weekend. We'll see you right back here for men's soccer right here on GCU TV tomorrow night. Have a great night, and as always, go Lopes.